to the 2022 Wayne County Area Chamber of Commerce's annual dinner. I'm Rick Duncan, your MC for the evening, and on behalf of the Chamber, thank you for spending your evening with us celebrating incredible award winners. To kick off tonight's event, Wayneopoly, please welcome to the stage the 2021 Chamber Board Chair from Three Rivers Federal Credit Union, Katie Alia.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and fellow Chamber members. Last year, we had to postpone our Chamber annual dinner to August, and this year to April, but we are saying a prayer that we can get back to our normal schedule next year. So go ahead, mark your calendars for January 20th, 2023. It was my pleasure to serve as the 2021 Chamber Board Chair and be a part of the great work that led to a community chest full of achievements last year. As we shared with you mid-year, out of 145 chambers in Indiana, our chamber was recognized in the top 10. In addition, our President and CEO, Melissa Vance, was named a top 4 finalist for Chamber Executive of the Year. One of the treasures our young professionals in Hype pulled out was the first flavor of Wayne County on top of the parking garage, with delicious food, fun entertainment, and a dazzling view of the sunset. We honed in on important issues through our State of series, highlighting the state of the chamber, the workforce, the community, and growth, all of which kept you informed as Wayne County moved through the economic effects of COVID. And with your help over the past 2 years, our staff and board members delivered over 1,000 meals and baked goods purchased from our member restaurants to healthcare workers at the hospital, urgent cares, long-term facilities, and clinics. Jeff Carter, who chaired the Issues and Advocacy Committee, moderated a conversation with Governor Holcomb at our governor's luncheon. This committee also furthered the work on diversity and inclusion, of which you will hear more about later tonight. We raced to resiliency with keynote speaker Denise Ryan at our very first Chamber Business Summit, hosted right here at IU East. And speaking of racing, in 2021, we zoomed right past go and banked 37 ribbon cuttings and 80 new chamber members. For those of you here tonight, thank you for joining us on this journey to ensure that Wayne County remains the best place to build business. And now, please welcome President and CEO Melissa Vance.
What a fun night it is to be with 600 of my favorite people right here. Thank you so much for coming out. Last year, we learned that there was truly no place like home. And this year, we get to celebrate having the monopoly on so many amazing things. And I'm going to talk about a few of those. Starting off with our sponsors. As you can see on the game board in front of you, we have nearly 60 sponsors this evening supporting tonight, and we just are so thankful for all of you. I want to highlight our top 2 levels, however. Our diamond sponsors are Three Rivers Federal Credit Union and First Bank Richmond. And our Ruby sponsors tonight are Indiana University East, Meridian Health Services, and Sugar Creek. Thank you all so much. The support of every one of our sponsors helps us focus on the mission that we serve all year long, and that is to foster an attractive and welcoming community that is rich in enterprise, growing in population and prosperity. Thank you for making this possible. Now, we need to give a special shout out to a few businesses that really helped us step up in a big way our event tonight. Starting off with Primex Plastics. If you look up, everything you see hanging from the ceiling, the dice and the property cards and the marquee out front was all printed by Primex, and we just want to give them a big shout out. Next, Justin Davis from Vandor Corporation created our jail that many of you went directly to when you walked in. Thanks, Justin, for helping pull that together for us. Hopefully, you all made it to our free parking section in the back corner where Sugar Creek has loaned us a really wonderful 1930s vintage vehicle, and it's a great spot for a selfie. So if you haven't done that yet, make your way over there while you're waiting to be served dinner. Thanks, Sugar Creek, for doing that. Carroll Electric is responsible for the construction of our marquee out front, and Whitewater Community Television always does a fantastic job with our live video feed that helps everyone be able to have a great view, regardless of where you're sitting. Heartbreaker. You don't see them, but you see all of the results of us having a professional production company right here in Wayne County, and we're so thankful always for the great work of Jason Black and his team. So can we give them a round of applause? And once again, one of our favorite guys from backstage, the voice of Rick Duncan from G1013 and Vox Vestra Productions. I'm sure all of the nonprofits in the room will agree with me when I say Wayne County has the monopoly on outstanding board members. The Chamber is no exception. We are so fortunate to have a strong board leading the direction of the work that we do. And I want to recognize them now. Our officers this year are Board Chair Brian Ballinger from Wisenhut Construction, Katie Alia from Three Rivers Credit Union, Jeff Carter from Bethany Theological Seminary, Bob Beaver from Boston Beaver, Forest Cross and Stickman, and Jennifer North from Brady Ware RKN. These officers lead a board of 29 strong board members from around Wayne County. And if you're a board member serving either this year or last year, we want to recognize you. Would you please stand? Next, I want to highlight some of our committees and their members. So if you are involved in a committee, please stand when I name yours. Led by Reed retiree Jackie Webb, our Awards, Celebrations, and Events Committee. This group are the ones responsible for the amazing event that you see tonight. The theme, everything, culminated from these wonderful creative minds. Chaired by Paul Moore of Apex Ag Solutions, the Business and Education Committee. Yes, please stand. Amy Dillon of Brewer Broadcasting chairs our Buy Local Committee. Chaired by Tracy McCullum from Radford's, the talented and growing Hype Wayne County. The Issues and Advocacy Committee is chaired by Paul Whitty from First Bank Richmond. small, you kind of feel like a yo-yo, don't you? And the Member Outreach Committee is co-chaired by Kathy Hillard of Smiley's Pub and Jane Barker of Epic Insurance. And for those of you that have not had a chance yet to meet our amazing, small but mighty staff, I want to introduce you, starting with Roxy Deere. Roxy, where are you? She's waving in the back. Roxy is our Director of Membership and Education. Lynette Davis, our Director of Events. Daniel Arthur, Communications Coordinator. Daniel is behind stage. Amy Waltz is our accountant. And this year we have recent RHS grad and chamber intern, Lindsay McLean. Now that my portion of tonight's fanfare is complete, I want to announce something that we have been working on for a long time. We are so excited to unveil our new chamber app. While you're waiting to be served dinner, please pull out your phones and go to your app store. You can follow the directions on screen or on the utility card inside your envelope napkin. This app is going to be used to give you easy access to member listings, meeting reminders, event registrations, and a lot more. And we're just so excited to have it. If you need assistance at any point, you can look for one of our staff, one of the committee members that you saw standing earlier, or just look for the youngest person in sight. They'll have you going in no time. Thank you again for being with us tonight. We're so excited to have you here and helping celebrate the wonderful award winners that are coming up later. Enjoy the evening.
Please welcome to the stage Life Spring Church's senior pastor, Steve Bray, to lead us in an invocation.
Would you bow your heads with me and join me in prayer? Dear Heavenly Father, God Almighty, we've learned over these last few years that every day is a gift. So as we gather together today, we find ourselves filled with gratitude. We're grateful to gather in person, to meet new friends, to talk with old friends, and to laugh together. Thank you for this network of community leaders. With leadership comes great responsibility, and these leaders have felt the weight of many difficult decisions over these past years. Some are still in the midst of challenging days or perhaps filled with anxiety about a changing economy. May you grant them your peace and your wisdom to discern what is best for their business or organization, for their employees, and for the community they serve. Lord, for our community to thrive and be healthy, we need thriving businesses and healthy leaders. So I pray your rich blessing over each one. Not just your financial blessing, though I'm sure that would be received with an abundance of gratitude. But I pray that you would grant them health and bless their relationships, their marriages, and their children. As our hungry bellies prepare to eat this delicious meal, I pray that you would also fill them with a hunger to serve a higher power for a higher purpose. Life is so much more meaningful when we make a difference in this world, and many in this room are making a tremendous difference in our community. Reward them for that, I pray. And thank you for the leadership of our chamber president, Melissa Vance, and for her team. Bless all those who have planned this event and prepared this food for our nourishment and enjoyment. We are among the most fortunate on the planet to be in this place tonight and to share this fabulous feast together. For all your goodness and all your grace to us here in Wayne County, we say thank you and amen.
Enjoy tonight's dinner prepared by Chef Gallo and served by the Old Richmond Inn staff. How about a big thank you to Chef Gallo and his team? If you get thirsty, go straight to jail. Do not pass go, and try not to spend all your $200. While your servers begin, please turn your attention to the screens for a brief message from a few of our major sponsors.
The Wayne County Historical Museum is home to all kinds of unique items and artifacts. Everything from antique printing presses and locally built airplanes to a stairway to nowhere and even a mummy, all of which help educate people about the incredibly rich history of our county and beyond. But preserving and sharing our history is a community effort, and nobody knows that better than First Bank Richmond.
And we're doing historically great things together.
When Three Rivers asked our community what matters most to them, we knew there'd be a variety of answers. Everyone's unique in their own way. And while what matters most to us and to our friends, families, and neighbors may differ, what's clear is this: we're all dreaming big, working hard for those we love, and hopeful for the future. At Three Rivers, what matters to you matters to us, and we're here to support whatever that may be.
Meridian Health Services provides integrated whole-person health. Meridian MD offers general primary medical care combined with behavioral health. Meridian Women's Health offers a staff of female physicians for gynecological and pregnancy care. Meridian Senior Health is integrated health care for the aging community. Meridian Health Pediatrics is a partnership with Riley Physicians at IU Health, treating body and mind for total well-being. Information online at meridianhs.org.
Please join me in welcoming to the stage your 2022 Chamber Board Chair, or as we know him tonight, Mr. Monopoly, Brian Ballinger from Wisenhunt Construction.
Wow, I am so glad to have the opportunity to follow that act. Really, what was Melissa planning here? I'd like to welcome each of you, and we're certainly thankful to have this privilege to be together after these 2 long years. Greetings, everyone. Welcome all of the fellow chamber members, and I have to say you all look like $1 million. See you guys. A little later this evening, I have one last major announcement. Earlier, Melissa shared with you that we have this exciting new app, and she shared with you that if you can't get it figured out here tonight, those of you that are older, just get with your grandchildren. They'll be able to help you out with that. But I do have one last exciting announcement on behalf of the Wayne County Area Chamber of Commerce. We have collaborated with, and I'd like you to look around the room, notice all of our sponsors. We appreciate all of them, but some of them are banks, are lending institutions. We have collaborated together, and in keeping with the tradition of our theme, Waynopoly, we have assembled and gathered lots of money and filled the treasure chest. So I'm not the last speaker. So if you notice, we have the Pass Go sign. Everybody here tonight, and I want you to join me in a round of applause for all of our banks that have so graciously and kindly offered. So when we all leave tonight and you pass go, $200. That is an amazing offering. We sure appreciate the generosity of each bank that's represented. They're certainly great sponsors. We appreciate all of them. I'm not going to test my memory. I can't even see all of them, but we have several banks that sponsor us. Let's see. Oh, here's another one. Great. Appreciate your generosity. Where are the bank presidents at? Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you very much. So pass go, you get $200. I'll be first in line. April Fools. There you go, no $200. Anyway, let's get down to business. It's a pleasure serving you, the Wayne County Area Chamber of Commerce, as the Chamber Board Chair this year. And I'd like to celebrate this evening with you. It's been a long, hard 2 years. I want to congratulate Katie and all of the successes that she had during her leadership. Also, I'd like to take time to especially thank each of the chamber staff members. I think they a lot of times don't get the credit that they should. Really appreciate their dedication and their loyal service to each of us. As we look further into 2022, we will take a chance that there will be no further pandemic hurdles this year. And I want to just stop and I want to share a thought with you. Probably most of you were here 2 years ago, and somebody had the brilliant idea that, well, let's just name the headlining speech 2020 Vision. What a great idea. You know, when we think about that, if we look back now, we certainly didn't know what was going to be ahead of us. You know, I think about that 2020 vision, and we had no idea what we were going to experience. And I appreciate the prayer that Mr. Bray offered, Pastor Bray, praying for each of us that as leaders and the employees and the decisions that we make, that it would be not only to the honor of God, but also that it would be in the best interest of our employees and all of the residents of Wayne County. There are many challenges that we've overcome, and we're just so thankful and hopefully have that all behind us. This year, we've already had a most incredible Chamber Career Fair. Many of your businesses were gathering here in this very building a few weeks ago, and we demonstrated to nearly 1,000 high school juniors and seniors the exciting job opportunities that are available to them in Wayne County. Later this month, we will host another hiring fair for graduating seniors with no post-graduation plans. Last May, we also had several students land jobs, and this year we expect even greater outcomes. Adding to this good work by our Business and Education Committee, we plan to coordinate efforts with Forward Wayne County and further internships in our area. This gives us an excellent chance to attract and retain our young talent. We hope your businesses will join us in this effort. We look forward to the continuation of our quarterly legislative series, with the next one featuring Lieutenant Governor Suzanne Crouch on June 17th. The Buy Local Committee, ACES Committee, and Member Outreach Committees are collaborating this year for the first time and going around the county with their chamber pop-ins. With these pop-ins, a group of people show up at a set time and surprise local business owners by shopping or buying a drink or a meal to show their support for our small businesses. On a more serious note, the diversity and inclusion work of our Issues and Advocacy Committee is taking a leap forward with a 3-part Culture of Community series. The first was held last week with Daryl Gordon. This month we will have IU East Dr. Minji Parker presenting his implicit bias class. And in May, Mark Charles from Belden's Portland location will be back with us to share how to build diversity from the ground up. And tonight, tonight for the very first time, we will present a new award, the Champion of Diversity. Lastly, one of the programs I'm most proud of that began in 2021 and wrapped up in January is our Wayne County Leads cohort. Please turn your attention to the screens to learn more about this incredible group of young professionals.
The Wayne County Leads program is something that was a long time in the making, but it focuses on individuals under the age of 40 that want to grow professionally and develop the skills that they're going to need to be our future leaders right here in Wayne County.
We started with 12 members in the cohort, and we really dove into figuring out what it is that young professionals need to know. We focused in on communication, we focused on just evolving into today's society.
I think oftentimes as young professionals, we think about how we fit into our own individual environments, but we're really trying to cater to those. And oftentimes we're not looking inside. So I think when I think of Wayne County Leads, I really think it's what I learned mostly about myself.
I would recommend WC Leads because it's a great way to develop yourself professionally, develop yourself personally, and it's a great way to begin to get involved within the community and get to know more people within this great community.
I met other young professionals and we had a great group. So I think each year Leads will get better and better, and the mentors will continue to help every year.
I would recommend Wayne County Leads to another young professional because it allows for a time of self-assessment within a business and professional setting that I feel like you don't get in the typical workplace, but that really can add a lot to the workplace.
So not only did we grow individually, but we grew as a team as well, and I think the 11 graduating members of the cohort will stay in touch and stay close because we've built such a close connection. We had incredible speakers, community leaders came in and spoke, and all presented incredible topics and really took what we were trying to accomplish to the next level for us, and we couldn't be more thankful for that.
I was blown away by the level of experts that were brought in for Wayne County Leads. I was blown away by the material and the thought that was put into the program.
I would recommend Wayne County Leads to another young professional if they are looking at empowering themselves, learning new skills, if they're wanting to excel in their career path. All of those come with Wayne County Leads.
We have a lot of people in this community that want young professionals to succeed, and I think programs like Wayne County Leads are only going to further that, and hopefully we'll keep people here and go through that door and see what's out there for you, because there's something for everybody in the community.
Wayne County Leads to me means passion and collaboration.
There's so much opportunity here. So many seeds have been planted, and I see so much growth already happening in my very short time of being here. And I really am looking forward to what happens next.
I felt emboldened when I was in the program. I felt like I had the backing of my employer. I felt like we were together because we were trying to do something special, not just for us, but for our community.
If I had to pick one word to describe WC Leads, it would be exciting,
impressive, empowerment,
excitement,
fulfilling,
encouraging,
expansion,
empowering,
life-changing.
We welcome 10 of the 11 graduating members of the first WC Leads cohort, accompanied with their mentors. Sierra Bailey, Richmond Parks and Recreation, mentored by Lindsay Sankey from Co-Alliance and Sankey Angus. Gabby Davis, Eastern Indiana Works, mentored by Acacia St. John from Forward Wayne County. Kimmy Davis, Natco Credit Union, mentored by Stacia Vera Malay. Roxy Deer, Wayne County Area Chamber of Commerce, mentored by Senator Jeff Rotz. Angel Groves, Wayne County Convention and Tourism Bureau, mentored by Mary Jo Clark and accompanied by Mary Walker. Heather Hall, Brady Ware RKN, mentored by Cindy Duke from Natco Credit Union. Andrew Hoover, Reed Health, mentored by Angela Klein from Reed Health. Alex Painter, Wayne County Foundation, mentored by Jason Troutwine from Reed Health. And Ava Reed, Three Rivers Federal Credit Union, mentored by Kim Tanner from Earlham College. Congratulations to all of our graduates of WC Leads. If you or an employee would like to apply for the 2022 WC Leads cohort, applications will be open June 1st.
Now we move to the highlight of tonight's program, our featured award winners. I'm Paul Whitty with First Bank Richmond, and it's our pleasure to sponsor tonight's awards. This is an important night to recognize and be appreciative of the Chamber and its members and what it has accomplished during this past year. Due to the award winners, other great individuals, businesses, and service organizations, Wayne County continues to be a place where we all love to live, work, play, and go to school. I would also like to extend a special thanks to Gary Saunders for his longtime support by donating the Education Awards in memory of his wife, Charlotte Huffine Saunders. Thanks, Gary. Congratulations in advance to all of our award winners.
We'll begin the Chamber Awards program by recognizing the outstanding Chamber committee members from each of the Chamber's action committees. Awards, Celebration, and Events Committee. Unable to be with us tonight, Jessica Guth, Richmond State Hospital. Jessica is a young professional that joined the ACES committee and has been a vital part of the team by attending ribbon cuttings, Chamber 535s, and helping plan this great event tonight. Business and Education Committee, Sarah Mitchell, Economic Development Corporation of Wayne County. Sarah has brought her expertise and energy to the Business Education Committee and has served on the Planning Committee for the Hiring Fair and Career Exploration events. In addition, she has helped organize the county-wide National Manufacturing Day. Buy Local Committee, Karen Hostetter, Cope Environmental Center. Karen has been a consistent presence on the Buy Local Committee and helped organize all our Shop Local initiatives, including our Buy Local Certified program, Couch Shopping, Shop Small Saturday, and our February Love Local campaign. Hype Wayne County, Lindsay Hobson.
And you can get it if.
Lindsay has helped propel Hype Wayne County to the next stage of programming by organizing the It's Worth the Hype programming that incentivizes young professionals for their work in the community, including service hours and attending community events, in hopes to make Wayne County a place where young professionals love where they live. Issues and Advocacy, Tamara Brinkman, United Way of Whitewater Valley. Tamara has joined the Issues and Advocacy Committee and immediately lent a hand to help achieve the goals of the committee. With Tamara's leadership, a partnership between United Way and the Chamber brought together an implicit bias training pilot in the wake of George Floyd's death. The success of the pilot led to growing the training and its inclusion in the DEI portion of the new WC Leads program. Member Outreach, Kathy Hillard, Smiley's Pub and Beer Garden. Kathy's outreach has significantly grown the Chamber's membership. In return, this connection has helped those businesses with the resources they need to progress to new levels. And now, we've come to the main awards for tonight. This evening we'll recognize winners in 3 different categories: Service Awards, Corporate Awards, and Individual Awards. Join us as we recognize the Outstanding Service Award winners. To kick us off, please welcome Director of Events, Lynette Davis, to the stage for our first award.
I'm a little shorter. It is my honor to start off with this year's Volunteer of the Year Award recipient, who is a person who has dedicated numerous hours year over year. Our honoree is a seasoned professional who not only lends their talents, but knows how to make working together fun and sometimes funny. Though you don't always see him, you know he is there working behind the scenes, supporting the chamber and our great community. It is very easy to say that this year's recipient has a tremendous impact on the success and professionalism of our chamber efforts. Whether recognizing business accomplishments or School is Cool initiatives, showing up to volunteer at events, or simply saying yes over and over and over again. This long overdue fanfare is hopefully worth the wait. We took a chance on surprising our Volunteer of the Year. Please join me in welcoming to the stage from Whitewater Broadcasting and G1013, Rick Duncan.
Thank you. Okay, back to work. Champion of Diversity, Amigos. For 22 years, Amigos, the Richmond Latino Center, has worked with underserved populations in Richmond and Wayne County. It's the only organization in East Central Indiana that focuses on the Latino populations and the challenges that they face. The mission of the organization is to empower the Latino community to engage actively in Richmond and Wayne County and to promote learning, cooperation, and respect across cultures. Today, the pillars of Amigos are health, education, and cultural connections. Pavel Polanco Safadit, originally from the Dominican Republic, has served as executive director of the organization for almost 6 years. Under his leadership, the organization has highlighted diversity and inclusion in the Richmond community through the International Food Festival and an annual dinner that showcases the culture, food, and music of a country in Latin America. Amigos often educates the wider community about the power of diversity in improving the quality of life. Their programs and events foster cultural awareness and understanding as they celebrate music, food, traditions, and the cultural heritage newcomers bring. For these reasons and more, Amigos is the perfect organization to receive the Chamber's first Champion of Diversity Award. The Bob Rosa Buy Local Award, Ed De La Paz. Ed De La Paz is a born community partner and has proven how entrepreneurship can be accomplished. He's currently thriving with his own photography business, City Life FYI. His love for photography, marketing, and community has driven him to go beyond the work and to utilize his talents for the betterment of Wayne County. It's this spirit that makes him an incredible recipient of the Bob Rosa Buy Local Award. Ed can be seen behind the camera at almost every event that takes place within Wayne County. He provides marketing services to several nonprofits and serves on numerous boards and committees. He's been an invaluable team member on the Midwest Music and Heritage Trail Committee, donating his time to create remarkable plaques that will be displayed along the trail, as well as creating all marketing materials and the website. Ed has served on the Meltdown Committee for several years, another event that is nothing shy of spectacular. He sets an excellent example for aspiring entrepreneurs, demonstrating how to follow your dreams, achieve your goals, and find ways to give back to the community that supports you. Let's hear it for the 2021 Bob Rosa Buy Local Award winner, City Life FYI's Ed De La Paz. The Emergency Professional of the Year Award, Anna Osborne Brown. The world has seen many ups and downs since March 2020, As the Director of Emergency Services and the Urgent Care Departments, Anna has been on the forefront of managing a pandemic and has been unpredictable, unprecedented, and life-altering for our citizens. Anna successfully led her team through this journey while maintaining excellence in the care of Reed's patients. Anna is touted as a leader with absolute grace and humility. She has provided immense positivity and empathy through situations that continue to be emotionally, physically, and mentally taxing. She always places the needs of others before herself and is clearly a servant leader who embodies the mission and values of Reed Health. Her light to serve others shines incredibly bright, and this pandemic simply highlighted the fabulous job she has always done for this community and especially her patients. Please join us as we recognize Reed Health's Anna Osborne Brown, our 2021 Emergency Professional of the Year. Please direct your attention to the screens as we hear about our next award recipient.
Livestream Services is the area agency on aging for East Central Indiana, serving the Muncie-Anderson area since 1975 and the Richmond area since 2017. We provide a variety of programs and services to help older adults and people with disabilities live at home for as long as they would like and live whatever life they choose. Previously, before the pandemic, we had done a lot of community programs where we had events such as the Fall Festival and our Healthy Aging Expo at the Coleman Center. Because of COVID, we just didn't feel it was safe to ask that many people to gather together, so what we came up with was to do it, but do it in a different way. So what we did is we did it as a drive-through model, which may seem kind of strange for a health fair, but it really worked, and I think a lot of people came out, they got information. We had the same people who would come and have a table maybe at the in-person expo who would have a booth set up, and the people would just drive through and get the information from the various agencies, and they were able to not only still get the information, but a lot of people were just excited to get out of the house and get to see some people and get some of that face-to-face human interaction out in the community.
My first interaction with Livestream Services was I got to host their Healthy Aging Drive-Through Expo, and they were the first people I heard have this idea that we can still get together if we do it safely in our own cars, and I thought it was really great that they wanted to make sure that people could still get together even during a pandemic because they know how important that connection is.
One of the other things we did during the pandemic is we have a lot of volunteers. We have about 1,000 volunteers who provide hundreds of hours of service to us. A lot of those volunteers would visit with people in person or help at our meal sites, which were closed during COVID. So what we did is we started a friendly caller program. And that program paired up someone who wanted to volunteer and feel like they were reaching out and helping an older adult with someone who just needed somebody to talk to. A lot of what we saw during the pandemic was social isolation got much worse for people who already had trouble getting out before the pandemic. So we connected them through the Friendly Caller program, and they were able to have a friendly voice on the phone just to talk about whatever it was they wanted to talk about, so they weren't quite so isolated in their home.
Some of these people, I know we were the only people that they saw maybe on that specific day when we brought a meal around. And I think it's important that people have people, and if their loved ones or neighbors don't pay any attention to them, then I think, yeah, we're doing a good thing by seeing them, even if it's only for 5 minutes or so. But sometimes my wife would get after me because she'd say, well, Jim, we got to keep moving on. But I think if a person needs a little talking with, then that's a good thing.
Livestream Services is a very important organization because they understand that if we don't value all the people in our society, if we start to forget about people as they age, everybody suffers. And I think that not only are they trying to make sure that everyone's included, but they're trying to make sure that people are valued at the level that they should be.
I've worked with Livestream Services for over 22 years. And one of the things that keeps me here and that I love about it is that you really can see the difference you make. You see people out in the community every day who know about us and have been touched by us, and they're just really appreciative, and you know you actually made a difference.
I guess I'm a people person, and I want to help someone, and I feel this is an excellent way to help someone.
Ladies and gentlemen, join me in recognizing our winner for Achievement and Excellence for a nonprofit, Lifestream Services. Congratulations to all the Outstanding Service Award winners. Our second category tonight recognizes outstanding corporations for their accomplishments. Partner in Education Award, Junior Achievement. Junior Achievement's mission is to inspire and prepare young people to succeed. This inspiration piece comes from community volunteers who not only deliver their lessons, but share their experiences. In the process, these volunteers serve as role models, helping to positively impact students' perceptions about the importance of education and critical life skills. JA's proven lessons promote financial capability, work and career readiness, and business ownership. Wayne County is blessed to have such a great junior achievement program, including programs like JA in a Day, which equips area high school students with soft skills, preparing them for the Chamber's career fairs and for life in general. JA's Regional Director, Melissa Davis, plays a vital role in the Business Education Committee, providing resources to our Career Exploration Series. Melissa ensures that each area school system has programming to prepare our students for the ever-changing workforce. Please join us as Melissa Davis accepts the award for Junior Achievement, our 2021 Partner in Education recipient. Outstanding Service to Agriculture Award, Sankey Angus. Sankey Angus is a pure breed Angus operation located in Economy that markets breeding stock, both bulls and females, to other beef producers nationally. With Angus roots 6 generations deep, the Sankeys also market Sankey Angus premium beef in Indiana and Ohio. Cody and Lindsay Sankey are raising their 2 children on their farm with a passion for education. In July of 2021, the Sankey family welcomed 150 junior Angus breeders from the LEAD conference to their farm. During their time there, students from around the country learned about the Sankey operation and best practices that will influence their futures in agriculture. Lindsay Sankey served for many years on the Chamber's Agribusiness Committee and helped to organize the Chamber Farm Tour for 6 years. In addition, she currently represents the lighter side of farming and parenting with her readers in the Western Wayne News through her regular column, Jean's Boots. Outside of their national and statewide efforts, the Sankey family is committed to keeping their family-owned business operating here in Wayne County. In 2021, the Sankey Angus business became Buy Local certified in hopes of encouraging local shoppers to source beef locally. Join us as we recognize this year's Outstanding Service to Agriculture Award recipient, Sankey Angus, accepted by Cody and Lindsay Sankey. Achievement and Excellence, Small Business, Phillips Tube Group Incorporated. An industry leader in welded steel tube, not only did the Phillips Tube Group make a positive impact on Wayne County this past year by planning to invest $8.2 million and hire 30 new employees over the course of the next 4 years, but it also did so at a challenging time in the history of our nation. As many businesses were failing or contracting, CEO Angela Phillips pressed on and expanded her business empire by adding a new facility in Richmond. The significance of this action was not missed by Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb, who at Phillips Tube Group's grand opening stated, in a span of 6 months in a global pandemic, the courage that it took to plow forward and persevere. Many people said the odds are against them. You need to slow down. You said you did need to pause for a nanosecond, and then here we are. Immediately, the community-minded leader, CEO Angela Phillips, made significant charitable contributions, including a large donation to conclude the Star Park campaign. She has supported the Girls Inc. fundraisers, among other community and chamber events. Please join me as we recognize Phillips Tube Group for Achievement of Excellence in Small Business. Achievement of Excellence, Large Business, First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving our community since 1887, and now, more than ever, they have invested in the betterment of the Wayne County community. First Bank Richmond believes that being a community bank is more than deposits and loans. They're committed to our community and believe they have a responsibility to help make it a better place to live and work. Over the past 2 years, First Bank stepped up in an even greater way than ever before to ensure our community survived the pandemic and thrived afterward. They worked with over 900 customers to lend in excess of $120 million through various government-sponsored loans. First Bank Richmond has not only worked with community members to promote financial well-being, the First Bank Richmond Foundation has also donated more than $574,000 to local nonprofits in the past year. First Bank is celebrating its 135th anniversary in 2022. They have a rich history in Wayne County and have carried on that history as they have expanded to Shelby County in Indiana, to Shelby and Miami counties in Ohio, and to Columbus, Ohio. As the markets have changed, they've evolved to offer products and services with their customers' needs and have stepped up in new ways to support the not-for-profit organizations in all our communities. That's why their customers say, "I love my bank." And their nonprofit and community partners recognize that they are doing great things together. Please join me as we recognize this year's recipient, the Achievement of Excellence, Small Business and Large Business, First Bank Richmond. Please turn your attention back to the screens for our winner of the Corporation of the Year Award.
Sugar Creek is an innovative and diversified food company. We started in 1966. The company was founded by my grandfather, John S. Richardson, and we started primarily as a bacon producer. In 1988, my father, John G. Richardson, our current owner, bought the company from my grandfather and really spent the last few decades diversifying our company. At the Cambridge City, Indiana plant, we currently make fully cooked sausage patties, meatballs, various chicken items cooked via sous vide, which is a French technology. When the opportunity arose to purchase a facility in Cambridge City, that really provided us a head start on leaning into some of these new cooking technologies.
Sugar Creek is one of the larger employers in Wayne County. They have right at 600 employees. They spend $28 million in capital investment. They created 3 new lines, and that employed 60 additional people. They've been very innovative on creating housing, temporary housing for potential employees. The employee can be there and be settled and then eventually find housing in the area. And if you don't have transportation, they also allow the employee to be picked up. So they pick them up and take them home. And we're fortunate to have them in our community and be such a good contributor to what we do in Western Wayne, and they're a great corporate citizen.
We were originally contacted as a Y. Hey, we have a partnership with our Y in Ohio, and we'd like to talk to you about providing childcare or partnership with childcare for the Sugar Creek plant in Cambridge City. We became very excited. There was a study being done about the same time that told us that Cambridge City is known as a child care desert. There were 0 licensed facilities. A grant was written from that coalition, and we were blessed to receive $100,000. The blessing not only for Sugar Creek, but to the community as well. The thing that I applaud Sugar Creek for is the tenacity to make sure that the needs of their employees are being met. The day-to-day conversations that I have with the Sugar Creek staff here make me admire that vision and that passion. And I think it's a role model to not only this community, but to other communities for what they do.
What my father would say is to invest into his people. That is the greatest legacy that he could leave, and we have a number of initiatives to show that commitment. The challenge laid out to the leadership team to train in every campus, every day, every shift, whatever it takes, will create a more empowered and engaged workforce. You know, really outside of work is to have a solution for any of the problems or barriers that people can run into. So we don't have a daycare opportunity. Let's create one. There's not enough affordable housing. Okay, let's get into the market. You know, transportation, no problem. We'll come pick you up. In any way we can be a steward to making it a better place to live, we're all in.
We welcome to the stage our Corporation of the Year, Sugar Creek, represented by Ron Holbrook. Congratulations to the outstanding corporations and their accomplishments in 2021. Our final awards will be given in the category Outstanding Individuals. First, Educators of the Year, Josh Amix and Stephanie Baker. Richmond Community Schools has a lot to celebrate this year. The Chamber received nominations for two outstanding individuals, Josh Amix and Stephanie Baker, who equally deserve tonight's award. Therefore, we recognize both RHS administrators. Josh and Stephanie were hired as RHS administrators in 2016 and quickly became co-workers united over a passion for change. Stephanie works with RHS's special education programs, including inclusion and life skills programs. She's known for working with staff and students in a patient and supportive manner and allows trust to be built in a way that translates into student success. Josh works with students and staff to provide resources to make their lives more successful. He works with our local juvenile probation department to be as proactive as possible in their approach with students regarding discipline and attendance. Together, Stephanie and Josh have worked with community partners to develop a program called Handle with Care that has a huge impact on Wayne County. This effort works to combat the effects of trauma, including teenage violence in our community. They've pulled stakeholders such as law enforcement, mental health professionals, and business leaders together to meet the growing needs of students. The program's unique approach has been shared with other school systems in the county as well as across the state. Richmond Community Schools is lucky to have these two wonderful administrators working for our youth. Please join me as we recognize the 2021 Educators of the Year, Josh Amix and Stephanie Baker for Richmond Community Schools. Excellence in Higher Education, Dr. Oi Lin Chung. Dr. Chung has been working for IU East since 2009. She is currently an associate professor of finance for the School of Business and Economics, where she teaches financial management and investment to junior and senior students. During her time at IU East, Dr. Chung has won numerous awards for her teaching methods, including the award for Indiana University's Faculty Academy on Excellence in Teaching. She also works as the director of IU East Business and Economic Research Center, providing contributions to the local business community by conducting the annual business survey for our 7-county region and maintaining the IU East Regional Business Confidence Index. Dr. Chung serves as a panel member of the annual Business Forum, writes the annual Richmond Forecast article in the Indiana Business Review, and the annual East Central Indiana Business Survey Report. She also partners with the HYPE Wayne County Committee and the IU East Office of Alumni and External Affairs to champion the Adulting 101 program, which has conducted 11 events with professionals in Wayne County since its inception. Please join me as we celebrate Dr. Oi Lin Chung, this year's recipient of the Excellence in Higher Education Award. Outstanding Young Professional of the Year Award, Lori Current, Bethany Theological Seminary. Lori Current, who serves as the Executive Director of Admissions and Student Services at Bethany Theological Seminary, has been involved in Wayne County since returning after college. Lori has served as the president of HYPE Wayne County and the membership chair of the Richmond Rotary Club. She also has taught Zumba and has been involved with various nonprofits and organizations. Currently, Lori serves on the Richmond Civic Theater Board of Directors and their Stage 1 liaison, helping with productions such as Lion King Jr. and others. Lori is also involved with her son's Parent-Teacher Association, planning school events and activities. Lori recently completed her Master's of Management and Leadership degree, all while managing a family and helping her small business friends succeed. Lori is a true example of someone who loves where she lives. Join me as we congratulate Lori Current, this year's Young Professional of the Year. Please turn your attention one more time to the screens for our final award recipient of the night.
Bruce Daggy is the epitome of the executive directors around the country. Bruce has been at this for 40 years. I think he's been the executive director of the Boys and Girls Club of Wayne County for 29 or 30 years. And he is just the consummate professional. To grow an organization from a $164,000 budget with 4 employees serving 75 kids to an organization that has a $2.4 million budget and employs roughly 75 or 80 people and serves over 400 kids a day is just staggering.
The impact that he has had on staff and former staff is one of his many accomplishments. He has mentored them to be the best they can be. Several of his former staff members are now club execs in Indiana and nationwide. They all give Bruce the credit for helping them to develop the necessary skills to become leaders in the Boys and Girls Club.
Bruce and all the people that Bruce has worked with, he has had 5 staff now who have gone on to be directors or CEOs or executive directors at various Boys and Girls Clubs throughout the country. Much of this has happened in the last 10 years.
My favorite thing about Boys and Girls Club is probably all the staff and the members here, because they are really inspiring and have made me the person who I am today. It kind of gives me a place of peaceful mind, I kind of want to say.
The impact that Bruce has had on kids' lives is incredible. Time after time, I hear stories from former club kids that Bruce changed their life. I just can't imagine anything more fulfilling than that.
Boys and Girls Club has done a lot for me, and I'm thankful for every single thing that they've done. I don't know what I would be, where I would be, or who I would be without the club, because the club has done some amazing things for me and many of its club members.
Bruce has a servant's heart. He does his work to serve others, not to aggrandize himself or to get awards himself, but to build up others and let them be the people that receive the awards. And he's cool with just staying behind the scenes. But for many of you that know Bruce, I'm sure you recognize those traits within him.
Both the Boys and Girls Club of Wayne County and Bruce individually have received numerous awards for excellence at the national level. It is fitting that as Bruce retires, that he receive this award of appreciation from our community on a job well done. Congratulations, Bruce.
Now welcome to the stage the 2021 Art Vivian Distinguished Community Leader, Bruce Daggy.
Thank you. Very much appreciated. Let's get to the right page here. Oh, I had an urgent message from the chamber leadership earlier. It said, Mr. Daggy, as you are aware, tonight is an awards program. And as you are speaking tonight, due to recent events, we ask that you not make any personal jokes about anybody in the audience tonight. This has been a cause for violence, and we want none of that tonight. So, thank you. When I became a professional youth development worker at the Boys and Girls Club over 40 years ago, and after 10 years as being a member and a junior staff member, really the farthest thing from my mind was being recognized with prestigious awards such as this Art Vivian Distinguished Community Leader Award. Truthfully, my only goal and mission was to improve the lives of youth through personal relationships and quality programming. I learned over time that you don't know if your work has the intended effect. In other words, you really don't know if and when you change a child's life. Sometimes you think you know, and sometimes you are lucky and someone comes back and brightens your day with stories of a positive impact. Unfortunately, I also learned that there are some situations you are facing where there are too many obstacles to making a child's life better, and your work really doesn't have the intended outcome. And this can seem tragic to you, but all youth development professionals experience this over time. One way that we addressed this at the Boys and Girls Clubs of Wayne County was to drastically expand our reach to more children with better programs. We called this More Kids, More Often. I think we were pretty successful in this. We grew our locations to over 5 across all of Wayne County. Our membership and our daily attendance grew dramatically. We hired and trained more professional staff to greatly expand our influence on Wayne County youth. We focus on multiple programs to provide positive outcomes in academics, community service and leadership, and healthy lifestyles of physical activity and preventing drug and alcohol abuse. As to this award, I didn't have the pleasure of knowing Art Vivian, but I'm aware of the leadership he provided this area. However, I do know many of the past recipients out in the audience tonight, and it's an honor and a privilege to be named by the Chamber to this prestigious group. In 2008, I attended this event with my family to see my father, Dr. James R. Daggy, named the recipient of the Art Vivian Distinguished Community Service Award. Personally, Personally, I really don't hold a candle to his community leadership, but I'm proud to be included with him and others with this honor. Many of you know in the past I have kind of, wordsmithed my title at the Boys and Girls Club to CTYO. It's kind of a take on CEO, CTYO. Chief Thank You Officer. In the nonprofit world, it's imperative to thank people for their support. But I've always felt and believed this can't really be lip service. It must be genuine and it must be heartfelt. And it must be given in liberal amounts. So I need to start with thanking my family, my mom, my dad, my sister who's over here. Hi, Patty. But especially my wife, Marie. She's over here. Marie understood better than anyone how the time and energy given to serving youth has always been important to me. I want to thank the members of our board of directors and our trustees. Really, this is a group of who's who in Wayne County who work tirelessly to support our organization and our kids. So many great individuals, both past and present. I'm honored to know them personally and so glad they bought into the mission of the club. I need to mention the countless individuals, foundations, and businesses like those that you represent in this audience that have donated funds and support to our clubs and our kids. This has really been the most generous community, greater than I really could have imagined when I came back in 1993. And my sincere appreciation goes out to the dedicated and professional staff of the Boys and Girls Club. These folks are mission driven. Let me be clear, the current staff, led by CEO Alicia Painter and her management team are second to none in the entire country. I can say that with all the experience. Really, our kids and our grandkids are in great hands with this team going forward. Finally, I still work at the club in a small capacity. Hopefully, I can continue to make a small difference. Thank you to the Wayne County Area Chamber of Commerce, and thank you for sharing this honor with me. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for this incredible game we call Wayneopoly. We hope you all leave feeling like winners. Mark your calendars. Join us right back here, January 20th, 2023. For all of us, the Wayne County Area Chamber of Commerce, have a safe drive home and good night.